Welcome to the show, everyone. Boy, is it hot out there, and a lot of people can't even believe that it's October tomorrow, which I can't either. I am so excited about bringing on my first guest, and he is my longest running guest of 16 years. I want to say hi to everybody out there that's on Facebook, because we're live on Facebook. So hi, share the show. We're going to share it later on as well. My first guest is Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. Doc, you've been coming on the show for years, and you know, you help a lot of people, and one of the things that is in your tagline, because you're also one of my sponsors, so thank you for that, and, you know, supporting the show, is that you get to the underlying problems that people deal with. And I want to talk a little bit about that. We've never started off the show that way, so welcome back to the show, and tell everybody what you mean by that.
Well, everybody comes in and they tell you their problem. They're on drugs, they're on alcohol, they got some addiction, or they got fears and phobias. Well, that's not the problem. That's a symptom. And the thing is I find the underlying problem. And I use hypnosis, and I use a few other modalities. And see, that's what's different with me than any other hypnotist in the valley, or probably the country, because I use so many different modalities. I custom do the program for the person. I don't just take a script and read it like most hypnotists out there do. They just try to motivate you. They're not getting to the underlying problem. And I've been calling other ones around because I've had so many potential clients come in that become my clients from other hypnotists because they never get rid of the underlying problem. And that's what I do, and that's what I love to do. And for me, that's the only way you can get rid of that problem where the person doesn't want alcohol, or they can handle the alcohol, maybe have one or two drinks, or they get rid of the drugs and they don't have any withdrawal. They don't have any withdrawal symptoms. And you can get rid of the alcohol, and get rid of smoking, get rid of anything else. And you don't have to have that withdrawal because you get rid of the underlying problem. You don't work with the symptom, you work and get rid of the problem.
Right, and I want to talk about this, something that you just said. You know, there are other hypnotists out there, we know that, but you're so different than other people that do that. And I want you to kind of explain what makes you so different, other than just getting to the other line.
Well, the thing is I've had a different background than most of the people. Most of the people out there went and took a weekend course, or maybe even a week's course of being a hypnotist, and they got a certificate, and then they go out and they start doing it. Well, the thing is I've had a lot of experience before I become a hypnotist, and that experience all of a sudden woke me up when I become a hypnotist. When I was in karate, I didn't understand or even think about that our karate instructor was hypnotizing us every time we was. So the thing is I understand so much more than a lot of the people do, because they're used to reading a script, and they're used to doing the same thing over and over and over again for everybody. If I have 10 smokers coming in a week, I'll have 10 different programs. I start them out on the same one, but when they come in, I just give them a book and a couple of CDs so they get used to going in hypnosis, and I'll tell them, please do not try to quit smoking. Keep smoking. Because if you take something away from somebody, that's when they're going to have a problem. We don't take anything away. A better example of that is this last week, I signed up a guy a couple weeks ago, and I told him he's for weight loss and self-confidence, and I tell you what, big old boy, he's about 55 years old, and he come in for weight loss and self-confidence, and I give him the book and a couple CDs, and I says, please do not try to go on a diet, do not try to exercise more often. I says, if you feel like it, fine, but don't push yourself. Don't try to help me out. Just follow what I said in the book. I give them a book that's got about 20 pages in it. Takes them about 20 minutes to read it. And then they listen to a CD every night. And I tell you what, when he come in Friday, he had that book and the CDs for 1 week. He was 9 pounds less. And
Wow.
And I asked him, I says, what did you do? He says, I didn't really try to do anything. He says, it just didn't feel right for me eating all that crappy food. And he says, I found myself not really exercising, but I walked a little farther. I just do little things. And it's those little things that keep adding up. So that's what I do different.
And what schools did you go to? Because you went to schools, and you've been doing this for almost 40 years here.
Oh, I know what. First I went to school in Syracuse, Indiana, and I got my certificate there, and it took me about 6 months, and I don't know, probably 600 hours there. And after I graduated there, I asked him, I says, hey, and that's all he did was teach hypnosis and hypnotherapy. When I was done, I asked him, I says, where's the best school in the country? He says, well, you just went through it. I said, okay, give me the second best. He sent me to Glendale, California, to a Gil Boyne, which was the originator of American Council of Hypnotist Examiners. And he had thousands and thousands of clients and students, even a lot of movie stars like Sly Stone, and he had Lily Tomlin, a lot of people that was very scared of getting on the TV set, and he helped them out of that. So he got well renowned for that. But otherwise, he started teaching more, and I learned so much from him, and I got my certificate from him also. It took another 600 to 800 hours. And then every once in a while, he'd send me a notice that he had a specialized program going on, like stop smoking, weight loss, sports, and things like that. And my big thing back then was sports, because I was in karate for 8 years, and I did know how to get people motivated in athletics. So that was my big thing. But all of a sudden, I started doing the stop smoking, the weight loss, and everything just blossomed. Now I've got about 200 different programs.
And let me tell you something, folks. Here's the thing about Doc. He will not let you fail. He has a lifetime warranty, so when you work with Doc, you have him forever. And not that you would need it, but sometimes people come back after a few years, 10 years, or whatever it is. Doc, I kind of feel that, come back in, it's free. You tell them right there.
Sometimes maybe you lose your partner or whatever it is, so you're alone. And that's a real tough time when you're all by yourself. You've got that circle thinking and spiral thinking that you kind of go down
the rabbit hole.
And you think you're old and it's not worth. And so you give me a call and I motivate you again. I'm your coach, I'm your trainer, and I'm your teammate. I don't let people fail, because how can you fail if you got the answers in front of you? I show you how to overcome your obstacles, how to be that success in health, wealth, and happiness.
Give yourself the gift of this. Let me tell you something. Change is good. Change is awesome. You can call him at 602-547-0446. Check him out. It's Hypnotic, #1.com. He does have a 98% success rate. He will not let you fail. It's a customized program to meet your needs. And basically, you're doing this on your own. So check him out on the website. It's Hypnotic, #1.com. And call him. Let him tell you, whether it's you or someone that you know. Let me tell you something. People that are out there that are dealing with children that are angry, that are they're crying out for help. How about everybody that's anybody that's on drugs? He will not take anything away from them. They will not have withdrawals, and that's what makes him different there.
And I give him a lifetime warranty, because we know that people every once in a while have stress and they change their focus, and we got them back lined up on being successful.
That number to call him is 602-547-0446. Call him. Let him tell you how he can help you. Again, it's 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, #1.com. Hang tight. We're going to be back in just a minute. I kind of like that. Kind of chit-and-chatting, right? Okay.
Got to get I wanted to get to the website.
Okay, well, I just said it a couple times.
Okay.
Okay, so you want him to go, what do you want to talk about it?
I'll just give me a little leeway so I can get into it.
Well, I'm going to open up with it.
And
can I open it up with saying, Doc, you have your website, and I want people to.
Because I'm going to have them look at it and tell me what they'd like changed.
Oh no. Okay.
Because that way they'll go to it.
Okay. Sounds good. I love your website, by the way. I like the way that I like about it is how you just have it so extensive. The way that you really have it laid out.
I've got other people looking at it, but I'm going to add a video every one of the programs of me explaining it.
Oh, I think that's awesome. What a great idea. Yeah.
And then they're going to be able to download each program.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great idea. So it's right there, easy.
And then I've got my other website coming up, Success 1440, and that will be just totally all just downloadables.
Oh, that's so exciting. That's
That
finally.
way I can get to where some all over the world, and then I'll
90
use,
seconds.
then I'll use AI, put in different languages.
Oh, I love it. Wow. Well, that's pretty exciting right there.
Yeah.
You must
But
be
right
excited.
now right now people need to get motivated or excited to take action now.
Yeah, I know. And it's been, oh my God, between the heat and everything that's going on and people in their minds are concerned and, you know, I mean, unfortunately they are. And something that I don't know how to change people on that.
Plus I got another thing for the first responders
Okay,
and senior citizens.
okay. Trying to remember everything you just said. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. Doc, at the break, we've been talking a little bit to Facebook land about your website, and I'd like you to kind of, tell everybody some
I'm
exciting
getting
stuff.
ready, Carol, to change part of it, and I'd like people to go to it. And I'm kind of biased because my friends put it together, but I would like people to go to it and tell me what changes you would like to see in it. And leave me a little bit of a message on it, or text me and say, hey, your website needs this, this, and this.
Well, I'll tell you what.
So-
What I have to say, what I love about it, okay, if that's okay with you, is that how extensive it is and about you and all of the different programs and things and how you can help people are on it. And I think that's what I have to say that I love about you is that you're very, very, very. You want people to understand what they're doing, right?
That's it.
Because when they understand, it's not about, trying to just push it in any way. It's more about, listen, let me show you what I do. Let me explain to you so you understand what it is and what we do and how easy it can be.
And that's it. And that is exactly what I do, so that we're teammates. I'm the coach and I'm the trainer, but we're teammates, so that I'm working with you. If you got a problem, I show you how to overcome it. If you got obstacles, I show you how to overcome it. Every time you overcome an obstacle, wow, you feel like a winner, because you are. And the thing is, I tell people right off the bat, you don't have any problems. You have situations you haven't solved yet. And we have the solution to every one of your situations. If you got a drug addiction or some kind of addiction, we'll show you how to overcome it quickly and easily, and it can be permanent. My gosh, if you're working too much and you're stressed out all the time, let's get rid of the stress. We'll show you what causes stress. Get rid of the depression, because depression is usually the underlying problem of most all addictions. So the thing is I work with you and we get to those underlying problems and causes and get rid of them.
Now, the website is Hypnotic, the number 1.com. You can also call him and leave a message. He'll tell you exactly how he can help you at 602-547-0446. He has a 98% success rate. This is a customized program to meet your needs. He will not let you fail, and once you have him for life.
And I don't sell sessions. If you don't make it on the first 2 sessions, fine, it's free for the next one and the next one, whatever it takes for you. And I know sometimes people have to reschedule. And there's some people out there that are going to charge for that. I don't charge for that because my big thing is to get you to become successful,
Yeah.
to be healthy, wealthy, and happy. And we have budget programs, we have different programs. We work around our clients. We are client-based. We are not hypnosis-based, we are client-based. Some people will have a lot of hypnosis and some people will have a lot of conditioned responses and whatever. We custom build a program for you so that you feel very comfortable. You feel excited about changing instead of scared about what's going to happen or your failure. You don't have failure with me because I won't let you. The only way you can fail, go home and do it your way. We know that doesn't work. And really, if you know somebody, give them a call. Tell them to call me or call me and I'll call them. But there's a lot of people, now I know that people listening to me don't have any problems. It's all your friends, it's your family that have it. So let's help them so we can enjoy each other so much more.
Well, can you see yourself being successful? Can you see yourself right now? Right, a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, well I'll wait till the new year."
Why wait
No.
for success? Why wait for success? So let's get it done now. And you'll say to me, "Why took me so long to do this?" And I'll say, "I don't know. Why didn't you call me the first time you heard me?"
But so many people say that.
Oh, I know.
That's the first thing they go, "Well, I don't know why I didn't call you sooner. It's so easy." And they don't. A lot of people, I think, and I know you want to talk about the seniors and things like that, but a lot of people, they just think it's too good to be true.
I will come in and prove me wrong.
Okay, there
I'm
you go.
the one that's putting up. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And the thing is, when I show you how to be successful in one area of your life, you're going to take that same formula and put it in every other area of your life. You're going to have better communications, not only with yourself, but with your spouse, with your friends, your family, your kids. You know what? Even your boss.
Can you imagine? I know this. We know people that obviously have come to you. I have a lot of, even the people that come on the show, they're sitting here listening to you. They lean over, "Carol, I need Doc's card." You know, and because it's not just only them, it might be someone that they know, especially for someone that might know somebody on drugs. Drugs is really a terrible issue that we have here today in our society.
Depression, you know,
and depression.
And who wants to go through life going, "I wish I had of," you know what, I feel so bad, oh, maybe death will come. You know what, most people are waiting to live or waiting to die. You know what, why wait? Let's get it done now so you can be happy, healthy, and even wealthier.
His number is 602-547-0446. Check out his website. He'd love for you to look at it, see what you think about it. It's hypnotic1.com.
Now, if you're first responders, I'm going to give you up to a 75% discount because we really appreciate what you do. And that's for our police, that's for our firemen, that's for our first responders. And if you're older and you're on a fixed income, come in. I'll work with you. But the thing is you got to get up and call me.
You got to get out of the boat, folks.
Yeah, you got to get off that couch because them old reruns of Andy Griffith are going to be there next week and next year. But how about you being happy and outgoing and positive and feel better? Get your body moving around and having more energy and spending less at the doctor and less at the grocery store because you're eating less. Because instead of using food for fun, pleasure, and excitement, you're out doing things. And I've got people that say, "I can't walk anymore." Okay, we'll get you where that you can do other things. I've got programs for every person out there because I custom build them for you. When I was in karate, I taught people that was in wheelchairs. I taught them when they was on crutches and only had one leg. And that thing is those people really enjoy it because they don't look at themselves anymore as being handicapped. You're not handicapped unless you put in your mind. And we're going to get that out of your mind. You're going to have more fun, pleasure, and excitement in your life than you've had in a long time.
602-547-0446. I want to talk about drugs and smoking and all of that. Any kind of habit that you have like that, even eating, is an addiction. the money that you spend, how about all of the different places? Have you ever had anybody in your life that had to go into one of those rehab centers that are very expensive? You know what? They don't work because they're not permanent. And that is the other thing that works with you is because you get to that underlying cause. I've had parents that throw their arms around you. They're
Yep.
so happy that you've helped their child or
And the
grandchild.
one guy went through that, his dad was in here, his dad called me, set up an appointment, his son come in, his son was like 40 years old, had been through 6 different 30-day clinical tryouts and get him off drugs, and he was on heroin, and the longest it ever worked for him was about 6 to 10 days, because as soon as you get out of that, all of a sudden you're back in reality. And what do? Well, we take care of that, and we make it so simple and so easy because we reprogram that electrochemical organic computer you call a mind. Just like a computer on your desk, if you got a virus in there, I don't care how much you hope that it doesn't mess with you, it will. So you got to get rid of it. And what you do is you go to somebody that knows how to get rid of it. Here you're going to go to somebody who knows how to get rid of your addictions, of your unhappiness, your sadness, your depression, your stress, because we know how to do it. We've worked with over 60,000 people. I've done this for 40 years. Before that, I was running health clubs, and I had restaurants, and before that I was in karate for 8 years. So you know what? I know how important the mind is to change it, and change. People really hate to change, but every time you've ever been successful, right before that you had to change. So change is really good. Nobody that is ever changing is ever bored.
I'll tell you something.
Look at
folks.
how many people are bored out there.
Yeah, a lot of people are bored, but a lot of people are scared. I think it's the fear. It's the fear of the unknown, and that's why the best thing to do is just give him a call and let him talk to you, let him find out what your situation is, and he'll help you and tell you what he can do. That's the bottom line, is just listen. Is it really worth the phone call? Absolutely.
And you're not putting me in control of you. I'm putting you in control of you, because nobody wants to be controlled by an alcohol or drugs or people or places or things or the past. So we're going to show you how to be in control of your life instead of being controlled.
That number to call him again at 602-547-0446. If you're a first responder, he says he's giving you 75% off,
That's it.
and he's so appreciative. And also seniors, he's got a program for you. He's got a program for everybody to meet their needs as well. Again, you can check him out on his website. It's Hypnotic, #1.com. And folks, you do this in your sleep. You're going to be able to do it, and you're going to love it that you did. 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, #1.com.